Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to Monster Tamer News, the segment on this channel where we go over the past week's developments in the world of monster taming. This week we've got a new release date / delay for the Thaumaturge, the official confirmation of Monster Crown 2, and some DLC information. We got the release of Anode Heart, a brand new trailer for Disc Creatures World, new trailers for Dragon Quest Monsters: The Dark Prince, and more. So as per the usual, make sure to sit back, relax, and let's dive in. Okay, so for starters, if you've been following the channel this week, you'd know that we got two brand new trailers for Dragon Quest Monsters. The first was a gameplay overview trailer which showcases some of the new areas and characters, and the second was a monster showcase that, as it sounds, went through some of the various monsters present within the game. All in all, other than some of the frame rate issues that I and many others have caught, I'm really excited for this game, and the fusion/synthesis mechanic just allows for so much customization and a limitless amount of possibilities. I also like that they're really pushing the Western marketing, which, as someone who has been advocating for games that refuse to launch in the West to actually come here, this is very satisfying. The game will be launching on the 1st of December, so we've got less than 2 weeks, and if you want to see those trailers, check them out linked below. Speaking of game launches, Anode Heart, a Digimon World inspired RPG, is now officially available on Steam, and so far I've been having fun playing through some of it with you guys. That being said, if you don't know by now, Anode Heart is heavily inspired by the Digimon World games, as stated, in that you have to go around the world recruiting people and bring them back to your town whilst exploring a world that's been corrupted by essentially the digital. The game features branched evolution, turn-based combat, and for those that like Digimon World but aren't big fans of like the maintenance that comes with it, like cleaning up and making sure your monsters are fed and stuff like that, you don't really have to worry about it in this game. It plays much more like a regular RPG on that front. It's got some other cool mechanics as well, so stay tuned for my video tomorrow where I'm going to be doing sort of an early overview video for it. Okay, so Tetra, a prominent member on the Coromon Discord, has confirmed that they're setting up a tournament called the Distortion Cup and asked me to share it with you guys. Essentially, this will be a round-robin tournament taking place in December, and sign-up has already started and will continue until the 26th of November. There are some prizes which you can see on screen for the winners, and I just think it's awesome that the community is putting together a tournament like this that's being supported by the development team. For more information, check out the Discord server for the tournament, which will be linked below. All the information you're going to need will be there. Okay, next up we have a brand new Disc Creatures World trailer and some information about the Monster Crown sequel, but first, a word from this video sponsor, Atlas. I'm very excited to announce that today's video is sponsored by none other than Atlas, the studio responsible for many bangers such as the Shin Megami Tensei franchise and of course Persona. Persona 5 Tactica, a brand new upcoming tactical RPG, is making its way to all major consoles including Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, PS4, and PS5, and is also coming out for PC and Steam. As stated, Persona 5 Tactica is a turn-based tactical strategy experience where you'll be embarking on an all-new adventure where a plethora of playable characters and their persona can be mastered and utilized accordingly. You've got characters that can wield a variety of weapons, even guns, which is pretty epic, from a shotgun to a machine gun to an assault rifle, or heck, you can just straight up bring the beat down with your fists if that's your style. With any tactical RPG type game, it's expected that the various characters will have a wide array of abilities to mix up combat, and this game does just that with the persona abilities that can deal a wide array of effects such as moving enemies around, hit for AoE damage, and more. Persona 5 Tactica will be releasing on November 17th, so definitely make sure to check it out linked below, and just wanted to say special thanks to Atlas for sponsoring this content as it means a lot. Alright, so the Disc Creatures World developer was recently present at a Japanese gaming expo, which is definitely awesome. Good to see them going out there and really putting in the extra work and getting the game known. And it came with a brand new trailer, which you can see on screen now. I think I've said this about a million times, but I am really excited for Disc Creatures World as it looks great. The gameplay looks sharp, and honestly, I could see the game blowing up. Speaking of which, check out their Twitter page. I'm going to leave it linked below as well. They definitely deserve more followers and attention, and I'm hoping we can help with that a little bit. Monster Crown 2 has officially been announced, I guess you could say, even though we kind of already knew it was a thing. The actual development team itself has been revealed, and it looks like Jason's going to be taking a step back from hands-on development and art creation and acting as the overseeing producer of the game, whereas Kyle Toom, the developer of Messin in a Bottle, if you remember that game, is going to be taking the lead programming role, which I do find quite interesting. I remember Messin in a Bottle was going to have some really unique mechanics like obstacles in the battlefield and stuff like that. That being said, the DLC is in its final testing stage, and we should get a release date for that very soon. While Monster Crown 2 screenshots and other fun stuff like that will be revealed in the new year, apparently Monster Crown 2 has been worked on for about 6 months at this point, so pretty cool. All right, next up we got the rapid fire news for the updates that don't require a lengthy explanation. Firstly, Moonstone Island will be coming to the Switch in 2024. We got that confirmation. We also got unfortunate news that the Thaumaturge has been delayed until 2024, February 20th to be exact. I'm going to be honest, with its close proximity to Dragon Quest Monsters originally, I'm actually happy about this, even if that's a little bit selfish. I'll be able to cover both extensively, which makes me very happy. Here we get a new Gremlin for Gremlin's Tale. We got a new Buddymon, a new Sentius for Sky Climbers. We got some menus for Ascenters. Aethermancer is going to be present at the turn-based Carnival Plus, so new content maybe. And Monster Sanctuary will be 75% off, which is awesome. And finally, last but not least, we got a little teaser video for the Fire starter line in Tales of Tenerio. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this week. A lot of really interesting news. Again, I know it's disappointing with the whole Thaumaturge delay thing, but it was going to come out 4 days after Dragon Quest Monsters. There was no way I was going to be able to give both games adequate attention. It was hard enough with Coromon Mobile coming out, then a couple weeks later, Anode Heart, then a couple weeks later, Dragon Quest Monsters. That 4-day stretch, if you could even call it that, between the games was a big source of anxiety, so I'm very happy about that. It just means I'll be able to deliver more content for you guys. But all that being said, if you do want to stay up to date on all things monster taming, definitely consider subscribing to my channel. We're trying to hit that 100K eventually. You can also become a channel member for some extra perks, as well as my Patreon or my PayPal link if you're feeling real zesty. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I just wanted to say special thanks to our supporters, especially Jim Hamilton, Dro Ghost, and Candy Morency, and I'll see you next time. Peace.